the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here right now. We down at the Hard Hitting Promotions press conference. I have David 1-2 Murray right here. How you feeling today, champ?
I feel good. I feel good, man. Let me stand up.
Okay. All right.
I feel good, man. I feel real good. I feel thankful for every opportunity that's been presented to me.
Okay. All right. Now, first, I want to get into something that I found very interesting. You said that you got into this because you were fighting in the streets. You were sparring guys in the streets.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was sparring guys in the streets. Just doing it as a, you know, as a kind of like a hobby. You know, I went through a divorce and I was real depressed. So, you know, my brother, he just needed something to pick me up. So we just started finding guys in the streets, just playing around with them in the backyard. And we ran into a boxing guy, and he had 24 fights at the time. And we were playing around a little bit, and he invited me back to his gym. So everything is history from there.
Okay. Now, let the people know how long ago that was, because right now you're on a big card right now, the Showtime Hard Hitting Promotions. And you just mentioned going through depression, going through a divorce, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let the people know how long was your road. You know, for the people who may be going through something similar right now, who might be looking at you saying, "Well, I'm going through that right now, and I don't really see any light at the end of the tunnel." Yeah,
it was a long, hard road. I got married at 21.
Young.
I'm sorry, 19. I got divorced at 21.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long, hard road, you know, sitting in the back of my mom's 2-bedroom apartment. After that, you know, just being depressed and drinking. And that was about 8 years ago to the day. So, you know, it was a long, slow road, and boxing was just a great outlet for me just to get the pain out, you know, hit the bag a little bit. And it came from just being, going through a trial and error in my life to now actually doing something with my life and this being productive. So 8 years ago, I started in somebody's backyard, and now I'm on one of the biggest cards that I've seen in Delaware.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Devin Haney, the main event.
Devin Haney, Hank Lundy.
Yeah.
So many good big names on there.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about part of the journey. You know, going into the gym. When you first stepped in the gym, did you see this moment right here?
Nah. Actually, I didn't see this moment. It actually was just, like I said, it was just something to get the pain out.
Okay.
And just being around the fighters and amongst fighters at the time, I was going to MVJ Athletics, and I seen the grit that they was putting in, and I seen what it looked like once they fought. You know, I started coming to their fights, and I said, you know what, I want to do that. I want to do that, and I had my first amateur fight, and it was against a guy who was he had 9 fights prior to mine, so I was a little nervous, but I actually won that fight, man. So it was just I actually seen potential from that point on.
Okay. Speaking of potential, let's talk about the potential. Well, we're not going to skip over this fight right here because this is a very important match for you. But I want to get into what can potentially come out of something like this, being on a card like this. Right now, tell us a little bit about your opponent.
My opponent is a big, strong, tough guy. He's a real one. So we didn't take it lightly. Every fight that I had with Hard Hitting Promotions has been big fight after big fight after big fight. So you know, I'm used to the training for that, and I didn't take it lightly. And I know he has a team, and he has a management, he has a family who's doing everything that they can to make his life easier, just like I do. And I know he wants it just as bad as me, but he don't want it more than me. And so Friday night, and I plan on letting y'all see that I want it more.
Okay. Now, one of the things I noticed about your fights is that you can hit somebody with either hand. Is that making other light heavyweights shy away from you? Are you having a hard time getting some people to pick up the phone or sign that contract because of your style and because of how heavy-handed you are?
So far, no.
Okay.
So far, I think everybody comes into the fight with a remedy, to get me out of there, and I think that's what they try to do in the first few rounds. And you know, I persevered through each and every time, and I think that's been a a big asset for me. Just the willpower that I possess, not giving up no matter what it looks like. And Friday night, like I said, you'll see.
Okay, and we don't want to look past this because we understand that, you know, this is boxing. But when I spoke about potential earlier, where can you see this being on a card like this? What's next after this?
I can only see it going up because my performance is going to be so astounding in my eyes because I worked so hard. I had to come through so many brick walls to get to where I'm at now. So being on a card like this, and I think this is a stacked card. I think every fight can be a potential main event. So being on this, I only see it going up. And of course, the network, Showtime. Big shout outs to Showtime. My fight may not be televised, but just letting them see me, you know, live a little bit on that event. So, you know, the potential is unlimited.
What do you think about the light heavyweight division right now with the departure of Ward and, you know, Sergey Kovalev? Kind of, some people don't think that he is who he was before he fought Ward after the second time. What do you think about the light heavyweight division right now with Ward's departure?
I think with Ward's departure, certainly, you know, you're sad to see a guy like Ward go. And, you know, he was brought to my attention when he fought in the Super 6, and I just fell in love with the guy since then. Kovalev fighting a guy like Ward, I don't think your career can go down after a fight like that. I think as long as you stay alive and you keep persevering, I think you can only go up. Look at Canelo Alvarez when he fought Floyd Mayweather. In my opinion, his career went up after that. I think prior to him fighting Triple G, it wasn't a fight that he lost before that. So I don't think him fighting a tough guy like that is a bad thing for him. As far as the light heavyweight division, I think it's still alive. You know, we got the Adonis Stevensons that I still want to see, you know, in the ring with Kovalev. I think that's going to be a good fight also.
Okay. Speaking of Adonis Stevenson, do you think that Adonis Stevenson has what it takes? Do you think that he's been too inactive at this point to be a force? Do you think that the up-and-coming guys at this point looking at him as, you know, something at one point you were the avoided guy, but you've been so inactive over the years, and we all know that inactivity as a fighter's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Do you think that at this point that guys are kind of like the up-and-coming guys are licking their chops at him now?
I think it's a factor in it, but I have to see it to really make my opinion strong on it. But I don't think his activity, because he's been around for a long time, I don't think in his part, I don't think it can hurt him as bad as most people think. But then again, like I said, we have to see him in action to really come to a conclusion on that. But I think Adonis Stevenson is still a top guy.
Okay. You want to let the people know where they can find you out on social media?
Definitely, man. Look me up on Facebook at DNice, on Instagram on David1.2Murray. Also, you can follow my team page on Team MVJ Athletics.
Okay. I want to thank you for your time, champ. Good luck on your fight. ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm Jay Goodman. Thanks for clicking on.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
In the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.